Good afternoon, beekeepers and bee enthusiasts. This is Mom. I'm at the Fort Campbell campsite that we set up recently in honor of my dad, Jim Campbell, who passed a few months ago. We named this campsite Fort Campbell in honor of him, and we also set up a swarm hive about a week ago. And as you can see, we have a very healthy colony that has moved in. We're very pleased about this. We'll be setting up a horizontal hive here at the base of this hive, this swarm hive, and going to be affectionately calling it the Fort Campbell Colony. Wes has a great afternoon planned for you. He's going to be expanding some of our hives, giving you some updates on other hives, and I'll be getting a few videos, and we're just glad to have you along. Let's get to it.
So how about that? Another swarm. That's our fourth swarm that we caught this season. So now we're tied with last year. That is fantastic. So without further ado, what we're getting into today is, of course, looking inside the hives and seeing if they need some more space with more frames. And generally what we're going to be looking for as we open the hive, we're going to be trying to disturb the bees as little as possible, but we're going to look at those frames on the inside once we open them and see, okay, is there a lot of activity on those last frames? Is there honey? And if so, if there's a lot of activity and stuff like that, then we'll know we need to add some frames to these hives. So it's really easy. Expanding hives with Layens hives is 100 times easier than expanding Langsford hives. So check it out, and here we go. Okay, so we got a little activity over here. A few bees, not a lot of pests and whatnot on top, so that's good. I'm assuming these bees are going to look like they're ready for expansion, so we're going to pull back this divider board, take a look, and if we need to, we'll add some frames. All right, so as you can see, if you look inside, pretty much this whole frame is filled with bees and it's got lots of comb. This tells us, okay, it's time to expand this hive. So that's what we're gonna do. And again, this is like little disturbance as possible. We're not really hurting these bees or anything like that. We're not doing a huge inspection. We're just giving them some frames. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and remove this divider board. Okay, so that's pretty much all there is to it for expanding this hive. These bees are doing really good. They're very populated, and we could tell that because for a while there's been a lot of bees on the outside wall, and so it definitely looked like they were ready for inspection. So we are definitely happy with adding those 3 frames, and they should be good. I'll probably add one more frame because it looked like I had enough space to add one more. So we'll probably add one more frame, and then they'll be good until the fall, and then we won't mess with them again until the fall comes. And then once that happens, we'll do our honey extraction, and that'll be it for this hive. Okay, so now we're at the welcome hive, and this is the beautiful hive, of course, that welcomes us as we come into the beautiful farm. And a little bit less activity on the outside, so we could open the hive up and we look at that last frame, and there might not be enough activity on that last frame for us to expand. And the top thing is, or the big thing you should know is, if you don't have that much activity on the end, don't feel forced to expand it, because you don't want to give the bees too much room if you don't have to. So let's open it up and let's take a look. Okay, so we're gonna have a look on the inside of this frame. Again, we're gonna see what the activity's like, and we'll see if we need to expand this hive. Okay, so we've got a lot of honey and some bees on this last frame, so it's looking like now's the time to start expanding this hive. So we're gonna go ahead and add these frames. Oops. And that's it. And I'll probably come by here and add this other frame, but that's all we got to do. Cool. So that's all the expansion we're going to be doing today. Apple Blossom and Welcome Hive were very busy, and so we knew that they were pretty much probably going to be needing some space, or we weren't sure about the Welcome Hive, but they ended up needing space. Our elderberry hive and our forestry hive. Our forestry hive we just expanded right when we put the swarm inside, so we're not going to be expanding them today. And the elderberry hive, the activity is not a large amount, so I'm thinking they still need some more time. But anyway, as you can see, expanding the hives, it's super easy. There's really not much to it. A far cry of a difference from expanding with a Langstroth hive, when you require an entire super with 8 to 10 frames and all that stuff. But yeah, so we got popped 3 times today. Mom got popped twice. I got popped once at the Apple Blossom. So they were definitely letting us know to respect them and wear long pants whenever going around them. We were a little bold today with our shorts. So it was a very interesting day. But we appreciate you watching, and we'll see you soon.